Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is an overdue video. It's the rest of my fall empties from October and November of last year. The last fall empties video I did was for the whole month of September. Then I went out of town and then I had surgery and I just didn't get around to doing my fall empties. But I have a lot of them and I want to talk about them because if you watch me, you know that fall scents and fall blends are my favorite. I love them and I have a lot to talk about here. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. I don't have all the scent notes for some of the ones that don't have the scent notes on the packaging. So I'll do my best to just, tell you my opinion, like I usually do, of how I feel about these scents, how they performed, and all of that good stuff. So let's get started. Fall. We all love fall for the most part. Apples and cobblers and pumpkin. How can I forget pumpkin? And pumpkin pecan waffles and cranberries and sweater weather and outdoorsy chestnuts and oak and pine and all that yummy goodness, that coziness. So let's get started. I'm going to take these off because I know that they're going to fall down. But I have some wallflowers. I know they're not wax, but I have some wallflowers that are mostly all fall, couple of holiday, but mostly fall. I want to do those last just because I haven't talked about wallflowers in a while, and I know that a lot of you do use those too. So let's get started. Today is October 3rd. This is an empty. These are all empties. There's no partially, partial loved, gently loved. There's none of those in here. But going forward in 2023, I'm going to be doing melting baskets again and be a little bit more regular with my empties. I'm going to try to shoot for every week just because they pile up and it gets to be a long video. So today is October 3rd. The famous scent blend from L3 Waxy Wonders, owned by Jennifer Westing in Junction City, Oregon. Today is October 3rd. Is Palo Santo, Toasted Marshmallow, and Sugar Cookie Royale. Some of the most loved blends and creations have come from Today is October 3rd. If you know this scent, you know how fantastic it is. It mixes well with bakery. It mixes well with fruit. It mixes well with coffee. It mixes with you could even put, peppermint. It mixes well with peppermint. It mixes with lavender. It mixes with different different things across the blend categories that we all know and love in the world. So this is one of my favorite scents and always will be. Next. This is, and I do have retail mixed in here too, of course. This is Salted Caramel Buttercream Sensationals. This is fantastic. This is one of my favorite. It's part of the bakery line too. It's one of my favorite retail scents. I think this even comes in the jumbo pack. I'm not sure. I kind of stay away from the Walmart wax aisle, but I think it might come in a larger size. This throws like crazy. It lasts for a long time. This is so versatile to blend too. It can be blended with bakery, with fruit, with coffee. It's kind of like Today is October 3rd in my opinion. Caramel, especially this one, for $2 at Walmart. This is a really good one if you haven't tried that one. Next is Super Tarts Campfire Stories. This is Fall Leaves, Campfire, and Vanilla Bean. Now, I don't buy from Super Tarts very much just because I have a lot of wax and some of her blends don't throw very well for me in my house. So I have to be very particular with what blends I purchase from Super Tarts. And her blends are incredible, but they just don't perform the best that they could in my home. In fact, I have Thanos, which I know has been renamed. I have it's a lavender blend. I have that going in my office right now, and it's great. It's strong enough for me, and it performs well. But this guy here fell flat for me. Does it smell nice? Yes. I get that smokiness from the campfire. That's the most dominant note to me in this one. This was part of her Fright Night, I think it was called. I didn't pre-order the Fright Night. I got the overstuff, the when she stocked with extras. I got a handful of stuff. And I used this. Would I purchase it again? No. It was probably a 2.5 out of a 5 throw-wise, and it was just nothing special to me. Next is a sample of Toil and Trouble from Teddy Bees. I'm in love with Teddy Bees. This is a coffee blend. This is pumpkin marshmallow latte and something else mixed in here. This was great. A little sample, so I couldn't, put it throughout my home. I had this going in my master bathroom, and it's great. It's nice. It's kind of basic to me. It's just, pumpkin marshmallow latte, pumpkin something. I think it's what it is, pumpkin marshmallow latte. It's pretty basic, but it's a coffee blend, and I love coffee blends. This is a sample from L3 cinnamon rolls. This is pretty self-explanatory. I wish that this had a little bit more, I can't smell on the bag anymore, but I wish this one had a little bit more bakery to it. This was a little bit too, not spicy cinnamon and not really sweet cinnamon, but it was kind of just cinnamon. Like you are smelling cinnamon out of the spice bottle. It was just cinnamon to me. I wish it had a little bit more creaminess. I wish I could pick up a little bit more on the icing, because I think there is icing in here. There's a couple of other oils that are in, well, not oils, but notes that are in this blend. I don't know if I would buy that. Maybe in a blend, but I don't think I would buy that one alone in my house. This is a sample from the Smell Good shop, which I don't talk about very much often because I've only ordered from her a few times. I think Wendy is the owner of of this business. And this was a sample I got. I ordered some things at the beginning of fall from her. And this is Blueberry Pops, Pumpkin Souffle, and Brown Sugar Pound Cake. This is a customer blend. So this one, was basically just blueberry and brown sugar pound cake. I didn't get too much of the pumpkin from it, but nonetheless, this is just a nice, rich bakery. Next, Kay's Witch's Brew. This is Yankee type. Cedarwood, cinnamon, and patchouli. Now, if you watch my channel and you watched my last batch of L3 Customs, I tried to create this. But I put ivory soap in with it just because I wasn't quite sure how this was going to turn out. But I love that blend that I made. But this one here is fantastic. It's so good. It smells like soil to me. It smells like the earth. And I've talked a lot in some of my past videos. I love nature. I love outdoors. I feel connected to the earth. And when I go golfing with my husband in the summer, I always lay down on the earth when he's putting most of the time. And I just feel the coolness of the soil, and I feel the earth just pressing up into me, just laying there, and I just feel at peace. And the golf course is one of those few places in the world for me that I can feel that serenity. This scent here makes me feel like I'm smelling the earth and smelling a connection, and this is important to me, this one. And yes, I do have the candle from Yankee. This is a little bit different to me than the candle. I actually like this just a little bit more. That is very unique, and it's a class all of its own. This has more of I'm more emotionally connected to this one. I hope that made sense. Okay, next, Pink Sugar Cookie. I don't know where this came from, but I think I was probably down in my overflow storage in the basement, and I grabbed a clam of this to use because I have 2 of these, and I love this. It's pink buttery sugar cookie and pink sugar. This is fantastic. Those of you that like pink sugar, this doesn't. Yes, you can tell it's there, but that bakery and buttery component from the cookie takes away from that perfumey femininity that the pink sugar has. This is a bakery, but it's got a little, it's feminine bakery, but it's not perfumey to me. And this is good. My other clam I'm going to use for a rainy day. This is Country Candle, which is Kringle. And I ordered a bunch of clams from Kringle. I don't remember. I don't think maybe it was Black Friday, Thanksgiving time. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But this one was pretty, this is my first experience with Kringle and Country Candle melts. And I love them. To me, they perform much better than Yankee melts. They perform much better, honestly, than Sensationals and Better Homes and Gardens, with the exception of a few, like that salted caramel buttercream. This is an outdoorsy scent. It's tough to describe this one, but it smells kind of, it has a cologne quality to it, but it doesn't smell like a typical man cologne does. It smells fresh and clean, but it's got a little bit of hint of something I can't quite put my finger on, and I don't have the scent notes looked up for this one, but I would buy this again. This is a great one. And I did snoop around on the Kringle website the day after Christmas to look to see what was on sale, and I did put stuff in my cart, but I did not check out because I'm trying to scale back on the purchases in the wax world. So I didn't buy any more of it. Speaking of Kringle and Country Candle, Kettle Corn. This is fantastic. Oh, I love kettle corn. I love popcorn. I love that sticky sweetness that it gives with that little bit of that salt and that sweet tongue twister here. That sweet sugar, that kettle corn reminds you of the fair or the carnival at the end of summer. Just that, oh, this is good. I'm tempted to keep this empty clam just to smell because it's so strong in here. This I melted exclusively in my kitchen in my open concept, and it blew me out of the house. It was so strong. It lasted for probably 6 hours each time. I put one in my warmers down there. I have 2. So I got 3 melts out of this, and it was fantastic. I would definitely buy more of this. I love this. It's one of my melts of the year. Favorite melts of the year. Next, I have a Glitterati shot cup of strawberry yeast rolls. And, you know, Janine, I love Janine. Most of us love Janine. I think all of us, I should say, love Janine. And she has a website now that you can get her stuff, or attempt to be one of the lucky ones to get her mystery boxes and her Sunday samplers and whatever else she has on there. I personally haven't tried, but I am, I am scheduled for my second box in February sometime, I think. My husband, you know, you can sign up family for that box, and he signed up late in the day, so that's why I'm one of the last people to have my second box, which is okay. But strawberry yeast rolls, this is fantastic. You know me, I love strawberry. I love sweet strawberry, fresh picked strawberries, creamy strawberry. I love strawberry. And I geek out over some blends when I smell them for the first time. This is no different. This is fantastic. It's got that yeastiness of the rolls, but not like a pretzel yeasty. It has buttery aspect to it too. It has a doughy aspect to it. And then you have that strawberry, which to me personally smells like strawberry jam, but I'm not sure what strawberry oil she uses, of course. But this is fantastic. So if you're one of the lucky ones that got on her customs list, or, you know, in the future, this is a great one if you like strawberry bakery. That's it. That's a fantastic one. Next is Dessa's Homespun Scents by Dessa Bonner in Gilbert, Arizona. This is Haunted Pumpkin Shack. Notes are homemade pumpkin pie, pumpkin butter bake, and Palo Santo. You know, this was nice. I got this in her her late summer pre-order, and this is creamy pumpkin. It's not pumpkin spice so much. It's creamy pumpkin. It's pumpkin pie, so it has a little bit of a bakery aspect to it. But then she put in Palo Santo, which just makes everything better. This was one, I don't know if I would buy it again, just because I wanted something a little bit more strong. This is a medium thrower for me. I sometimes like to be punched in the face with some of these scents. So sometimes these pumpkin ones can get a little monotonous, in my opinion, after, melting so many different varieties of it. But this one, it's not bad. It serves its purpose. The Palo Santo does come out through there. It comes through and it lets you know it's there. Then you have the creaminess with the pumpkin and then the pumpkin pie. I like it. Like I said, if I was hard pressed to buy it again, maybe I would buy another snack bar or a breakaway bar of it. But I don't think I would really. I can live without it, if that's what I'm saying. But I love Dessa's wax. I love her blends, her creativity. I have a video of the advent calendar if anyone's interested up, and she has a pre-order opening on the 14th for her winter pre-order. So next, Walmart wax mainstays, crimson leaves. Notes on here: red berries, fall leaves, and oak wood. This was fantastic. I don't know currently how much these little guys cost. They used to be 93 cents, but I don't think they're 93 cents anymore. I honestly think I paid, $1 or $1.10 for this. But this is so good. The oak wood. I love oak. I love berries together. I love the leaves. This was fantastic. There's another one I have in here. I have a couple Walmart clams. I had another one. Maybe I talked about it in September. Pumpkin weather. That's a fantastic one too. This I love. If you like that, if you like this reminds me, this is funny. But Jay Alford, he loves fresh. He doesn't like bakery. This reminds me of something that Jay would like. It just, talking to him and getting blend ideas from him. He's such a nice guy. And this reminds me of him for some reason. I don't know why, but hi Jay, if you're watching. This is one I would definitely purchase again. I melted this downstairs in my kitchen. And for this, they're smaller. These are tinier than the regular clamshells are at retail. There, you can see it now. So I do use, and they're flatter too. I know it's hard to see on here, but they're not as deep as these ones are. You can see. So what I do is I use 2 at a time in my warmers, or even 3, if depending on if the scent's a little lighter. There was one that I melted earlier this summer. Churros, I think. I used 3, so I got 2 melts out of this. Whereas I can usually get 3 out of this. 1, 2, 3. Yep. But this is one I would buy again in a heartbeat. Speaking of Walmart wax again, blueberry sorbet. This one is lemon, blueberry, and sugarcane. And I bought this with my husband in mind. He loves blueberry. This is very creamy to me, and it's a creamy blueberry. I wish it was a little bit more fruity in the fresh fruit and that beautiful essence of blueberry that a lot of us love. This is maybe a repurchase. I'm not quite sure. Frankly, I don't need to repurchase any retail wax because I have so much stuff here. I don't need to be buying anything. So, you know what I mean. Okay, a sample of L3, candy cane, sugar cookie dough, and marshmallow fireside. Now, I do not like candy corn. I'm not a candy corn fan. Y'all can keep it. I'm not really crazy about it in wax either. It's just vanilla. It's honey. It's not very thrilling to me. So I got this because it was a sample, and I try to melt everything at least once. But candy corn is one that I'm not gravitating towards blends with it in it. And I know there's a lot of you out there that love it, and I'm glad you get happiness from it because I don't. I'm living vicariously through y'all that do. So this one, it was kind of pretty simple because it's sugar cookie dough and candy corn and marshmallow fireside. So it's kind of pretty basic. That one, I really honestly, I don't want to say I hated it because I didn't hate it, but it wasn't something I, wanted to sit next to and smell until it died, kind of a thing. Next is zucchini bread. I don't even have to talk about this because There's so many of us out there that love zucchini bread. And then I know there's some of you that don't. You're in the Fritos and the toes and the feet department. But my cat is putting her paw under the door. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Hi, honey. Zucchini bread. I don't have to talk about this. Jen's oil is creamy. It's a little spicy. It is so strong. It blends like crazy with just about anything that you want to put with it. One of my favorite blends is sea salt caramel. I love sea salt caramel and zucchini bread. I love coffee, coffee bean, coffee house, roasted coffee, cafe. I can say this on my channel because I'm not on Facebook, but Cafe Cubano, it triggers something. Cafe Cubano spiced oat milk blends beautifully with this. Strawberry jam, fresh picked strawberry, blueberry cobbler, cinnamon apple, buttermint. You can mix anything with zucchini bread. It's such a versatile blender, and it's also great on its own. I love it. Next is apple cinnamon hot apple pie marshmallow fluff from L3. This I know has a big following right now. At least the hot apple pie does. From what I've picked up on the page the last few weeks, hot apple pie has had a moment. This was pretty basic to me. It's cinnamon and apples with a little bit of sweetness from the marshmallow. Nothing spectacular to me. Next is Carpathian Mountains from L3. This was a pumpkin shape from Halloween time. This is a minty, frosty forest of murder, mystery, and mayhem. Basically, this is a minty scent with pine and tree. And there might be some other tree in there besides pine. But to my nose, this was pine mint. And it wasn't bad. I have a backup pumpkin of this I bought. I think these shapes are $2 and something, and I bought a couple. I bought 2 of each of the blends that I bought at Halloween time. This is one I will use in the fall because it's just a fall smelling blend. Next is Yellow Cake Strawberry Buttercream Frosting. And yes, I realize some of these aren't necessarily fall, but I had to break up some of the monotony here and there with something that's normal smelling per se. So that's why some of these aren't really, fall themed or fall scents or where I'm going with that. This is fantastic. Yellow Cake Strawberry Buttercream Frosting. I love this. It reminds me of my favorite pink frosted cake, but this is not as strong or heavy bakery as pink frosted cake is. But this is one I would buy in a heartbeat. I love it. Next is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. I don't need to talk about this one either. This has a crazy following. It's syrupy. It's got a little bit of sweetness from the pumpkin and the syrup, and it has that waffle bakery aspect that blends with anything. Pumpkin King sample from Super Tarts. This, I don't remember what's in this. I did at the time. I think there's something goofy in this. This is not just a normal pumpkin blend. In fact, I don't think there's pumpkin at all in it. If anybody knows, tell me, because I don't remember, so I can't go into detail with that one. But I want to say it's like herbal lavender or lavender and something in it. So it was okay. I had it in my bathroom. It wasn't something that thrilled me. That's my new thing, is if it thrills me, then I might buy it again. Rose Girls Pumpkin Bear Claws. I love this. This was good. It's got that, Bear Claw is a very unique bakery to me because it's not used all that much, but it's so rich. It's a nice welcome change from the cakes and the pies and the cookies that are used all the time. But adding that creaminess of the pumpkin in here, it really gave it a nice fall kick. So good job, Jenny, on this one. I would buy that one again. Rose Girls has a pre-order right now that I'm not participating in. She has the jumbo big snowflakes right now, $70. I think they're 40 to 45 ounces of wax. If you're inclined to purchase those right now, I bought some Blossom Bars from Vintage Chic, so I don't need big ass snowflakes right now. So sorry, I'm not buying any right now. I have a ton of Mario melters. I have a ton of Rose Girls. So actually in my melting basket right now for winter and holiday, I have a ton of Rose Girls I'm working on. So in my December video, which I'll be filming in the next few days, I have a good bit of Rose Girls. And then when I do my January stuff, I have Rose Girls in there too. So if you like Rose Girls, it's coming up. Okay, Sassy Girl Aroma. I love Sassy Girl Aroma. Her blends and her wax just perform all the time in my house. And yes, I've had a few duds, but her wax, I don't know the formula of it, of course, but it is spectacular in my home. It's long lasting. Her blends are wonderful, and she offers a big variety each pre-order. So I can't not have Sassy Girl in my home. Psychiatric Ward. Very fall with the name. This is a stunning blend. Butter cookies with blackberry and strawberry jam, vanilla bean Noel, donuts, and zucchini bread. I mean, come on. I could bathe in this. I only bought one brittle of this. It was beautiful. It was the Halloween colors, the purples and the oranges and the black. A little bit of green. I think there was a little bit of yellow in there, I think. This was fantastic. I would buy this in a loaf. I would even buy this in perfume. I have several bottles of her perfume, but this was so good. If you like the jam scents, if you like zucchini bread, if you like blackberry jam butter cookies, which I don't all the time. I'm very picky with that oil. I like blackberry jam, but blackberry jam butter cookies is just sometimes weird to my nose. But it works in here because she has blended this so meticulously. You can really smell each individual note. At least I can. It just depends on how it's wafting around in the air. So that's that one. I love that one. I told you guys, longer video, so hope you're having fun. Okay, this was a scoopable sample from L3. Pumpkin pecan waffles, cider lane, and marshmallow fireside. Now, her cider lane, to me, and to some of us out there, is not the Bath & Body Works caramel apple heavy cider lane. It's got a different scent profile to it, but it works well in this because you're mixing it with pumpkin pecan waffles. This, to me, it kind of takes on an apple cider quality, but it blends well with the PPW, and it blends well with the marshmallow fireside. Of course, you can blend anything with that. This is one. Would I buy it? I would probably buy it in a Trig Tart, even though those are only single scents. It would never be in a Trig Tart, but you know what I mean. I would buy it in a Breakaway bar, or her bougie bars, excuse me. I would even buy it. My face is itching, so I'm sorry I keep touching my face. Poppy is very active in the top of my refrigerator some days, and it just, you know, the dander in the air and stuff. Even though she doesn't shed very much, she's a Russian blue, and she doesn't have that, the fur that flies off, or like some other cats and, you know, even dogs. We had a black lab, and oh my, I am allergic to cats and dogs, actually, but Poppy, I don't react to her because of just the way that her skin and her fur is. Her fur is like cotton. So if you have a Russian blue, or an animal that has, if you have a Maltese or a poodle, even though, you know, poodle has a little bit more of a human-like hair texture, sometimes when it flies, you have something on your skin, you can't really see it, kind of a thing. So I'm sorry if I'm itching my face. Anyways, back to the wax. This is one I would buy in a bougie bar, or a matrix melt, or something that's a little bit bigger. I would enjoy that again. Okay. Next, Sassy Girl. This is pretty simple. This is sweet cinnamon apples. This is just, you know, that potpourri. And I really, you know, it's funny. This is more than just the simple apple cinnamon one you would get at retail. There's something extra in here that she does, and I think it's probably the quality of the oils that Julie uses. This is one, I would buy this again, honestly, because it has that perfect cinnamon quality to it, and it's sweetened up just enough where you get that punch of cinnamon. You get that juicy apple. This is like a Red Delicious or a Golden Delicious apple. I don't think this is Granny Smith to my nose. The apple is too sweet to be Granny Smith. That, you know, it's more tart. This is like a Red Delicious or Golden Delicious that you just, bite into, and it's that sweet, juicy aroma and the taste mixed with a beautiful amount of cinnamon sugar. That's what this is. This is one of the best simple blends I've smelled. Sweet cinnamon apples. That's a good one. Next is Silent Hill from L3. This was fantastic. This is pumpkin firewood, farm stand apples, and salted caramels. You know I love caramel apples, so this was a no-brainer for me to buy. But that pumpkin firewood is such a unique scent. It's hard to describe. But this was just it was caramel apple on steroids, basically. This was so good. I have a backup pumpkin for this coming fall. This is so good. If it's poured again throughout the year, give it a try. If you like salted caramel and you like caramel apples, you would probably like that one. Next, coffee bean tobacco. Tobacco is another one that I love. I love tobacco. I love sweet tobacco. I love the smell of cigar. Not necessarily cigar smoke, but just the smell of the tobacco and the sweetness that's used in the cigars. And even tobacco that's in cigarettes, that smells good to me too. And mixed with coffee, it accents each other so well. This is such a good blend. I really, really liked this. I would definitely buy this again. I haven't seen it poured for a while, but this is a great coffee blend. If you like coffee, you would like this. That tobacco gives it a little bit of sweetness that is just fantastic. Okay, Smell Good Shop. Bates Motel. Glazed strawberry cookies. I got this because it's strawberry, and I love strawberry. And I'm adjusting my foot. This one was okay. It was sweet, sticky glaze and strawberry. It wasn't necessarily, it was a much sweeter, creamy strawberry than typically I gravitate to, but this was great when it lasted. And I will say, this wax lasts a long time. These cute little squares, you can see the imprint of some of the wax on here. The cute little squares, they last a long time, and they're good. This is good quality wax, and the wax oils, the quality is there too. This is great. It was a one and done for me just because I like a little bit more of a stronger strawberry scent, but that was good. Let's do some more retail here. Like I said, I have a lot because this is 2 months worth, basically. Country Candle, Blueberry Maple. I bought this because who doesn't love blueberry pancakes? Who doesn't love blueberry muffins? This one wasn't quite what I was looking for, honestly. This one, it's not bad. It's different from other blueberry pancakes and blueberry muffins that I've smelled. And it doesn't stink. It's just, I think it's probably a component of the maple that's in here that's throwing me off. It's not as sweet of a maple to my nose that I'm used to. So that's why this one was kind of to me. Would I buy it again? Probably not. But would I blend it with something? Yes. I would blend this with coffee. I would blend this with cookie or cake. I would blend this with something. And I didn't want to blend this with, I don't have any other of this brand that I would feel comfortable blending it with, so that's why I didn't do it. And I am not one that blends vendor wax and retail together. I know some of you do that. I don't. So that's why this one I was kind of, I used it in my kitchen. It was okay. My husband didn't comment on this one, and he usually comments on blueberry. Next, Sassy, Clove and Cinnamon. This is old. This is old. This I've had probably since I moved to Utah, maybe 1 year later, so 6 to 7 years old this is. But it smells just as fresh as it did when I got it, when I bought it. You can see how it has discolored the clam. And this was back when, yeah, back when I was doing some lip sense stuff back in those days. It was a friend from there. And this is Clove and Cinnamon. I really don't have to talk about this one because this is that that open house, that welcoming, cozy scent, that potpourri scent, but it's got a great balance because it's not spicy cinnamon, it's not sweet bakery cinnamon, it's just cinnamon, and it has that punch of clove. This is like cinnamon stick without the spicy part to me. Would I buy this again? Yes. Will I? Probably not, because I'm scaling back from Scentsy, so that's probably it for me there. Kay's Bewitched. I got this in a random act of kindness last year. This is zucchini, carrot bread, spiced apple, and toasted marshmallow. This is a very rich and a very unique take on zucchini bread because it's got carrot bread and a carrot in it and spiced apple, which I haven't had before. This was a very unique one. I would buy this again if this oil is offered. I can smell the zucchini bread in there. This is nice. This is rich. And I like that addition of the toasted marshmallow because it sweetens up those heavy, dense scents. And I really like that. Next is Country Berry from Super Tarts. This was something I bought in the summer, July. Sweet berries, hot cakes, cornbread, and spun sugar. This is fantastic. Oh, I love the smell of that. I love hot cakes. I love cornbread. I love berries. So this was a no-brainer for me to buy. If you like those scent profiles and you like the berry scents, this is in the berry family. Of course, you can see the berries on the package. I don't know Brandy and Brady's pouring schedule. I haven't been paying attention, and I honestly, I know she changed it a couple of months ago, so I'm not sure when this will be available again. But if you like these notes that are in here, give it a try if you haven't. This performed very well. It's strong. It's long lasting. You won't be disappointed because it's pretty, it does perform very well. Getting down to the end here. Not quite, but I can see the floor underneath the packages. The bags, I mean. Okay. Just want to have everything here in front of me. I'll try to go a little faster here. We're at 36 minutes already. Britta's. I don't have a ton from Britta's, but I have some of my overflow storage in the basement that I'm going to be using this winter and into spring. This is Fall Craft Store. This is a sample. This is Spiced Autumn Wreath, Rustic Lodge, and Sweet Pumpkin. When I did my Britta's video, my Britta's haul video on here, this smells like Michael's. It smells like Hobby Lobby. This really smells like a craft store. So Britta, congratulations on hitting it on the nose because you did. This smells authentic as hell. Sorry, but it does. This is that was one I liked, and I melted it downstairs in my kitchen, and it overtook the whole space just because it's such a strong blend, has such strong oils in there. Next is Lavender Buttercream Frosting from L3. This was a sweet take on lavender, which I haven't really melted a lot of lavender bakery or lavender frosting or, you know, lavender really. You know, lavender, I struggled with it for such a long time with my nose after having, you know what. So I now that it's back and lavender smells like it's supposed to, I can enjoy those blends a little bit more liberally. So this, I liked this, and it surprised me. It was strong. I thought it would be kind of weak. I melted this a couple of weeks ago, and I actually would buy this again. I have enough to, I might even blend Leanna's Lullaby, which is that Johnson & Johnson's Bedtime Baby blend. I might blend that with a buttercream that I have, or a cookie that I have, or even today is October 3rd, just to kind of get that lavender bakery, not lavender sweet back, because I really did like this one. That was a good one. Next is Kay's Honeymoon Hideaway. This is exotic coconut, calla lily, and butt naked. You have to like floral to like this. This is very heavy on the calla lily. I bought it because it has exotic coconut in it. I love exotic coconut. It's one of my favorite Bath & Body Works blends that they haven't brought out of the vault in a long time, and I miss it. I love exotic coconut. L3 has the oil too, but Kay's I like just a little bit better. I mean, I say that because I can blend a little bit more freely than I can with L3 with exotic coconut, just because Kay's does blending all the time. You all know that if you buy from her, from Carla. So this, would I buy this particular scent again? No, because it was a little bit too floral for me. But if you're one of those out there that love floral, try this. It honestly smells like Hawaii. It does. It's not plumeria. It's not plumeria, not hibiscus that they have there, but it reminds you of something tropical. Putting everything back in my bag here. Okay, Blue Ribbon Waffles. This is that Smell Good shop. This is fantastic. Her Blue Ribbon Waffles oil, I don't know, her Blue Ribbon Cookies oil, I don't know all that's in it. It's fantastic. I love this. I would buy this in a loaf. I really would if she does loaves. I don't know if she does loaves, but this was so good. I wish I would have bought more of this. This was my very first order I made from her back in the summer or late spring. I don't remember, but this was fantastic. So good. Butter cookie. Smell Good shop. This was good too. This is just a rich buttery cookie, just like it says on the packaging. Can't describe any more than that. That's what it is. It's good. Desert Oasis, Sassy Girl. These were the little bricks. And I want to say this was part of her resort line. I think it is. But I don't remember what resort this is pumped through. But it smells so good. Arabian jasmine fills the air to greet freshly ground cloves and warm white sandalwood. This is earthy. It's not patchouli. It's not incense. It's not that type of earthy. It is sandalwood and it's jasmine, and it just reminds me of something very rich, of something sophisticated, of something that, you know, it's kind of a once in a lifetime place. This, I don't know why this reminds me of what the Taj Mahal would smell like in India. You know, I'm not sure, but this is one I would buy this in a brittle. I really would. Her resort scents are hard to describe. When I did my video from I've purchased a good bit of the resort blends out there. I don't have them all, but the video that I did, the last video I did, was all resort scents, and it was so challenging for me to try to put it into words, because some of these complex scents are just really hard to describe. So that's one of them, but I really do like that. Oatmeal Cookies with Ghoul Friends. This is a sample from Rose Girls. Her oatmeal cookie oil is great. It's fantastic. I'm not sure if I think there's an oatmeal cookie blender too on her pre-order list right now, but this was good. It has Ghoul Friends in it, which is pumpkin sugar donuts and a smattering of other oils in there. Ghoul Friends is not my favorite. I like it to blend with things because it does give that great bakery feel, but it's not my favorite standalone. But mix it with her oatmeal cookie oil. She does have a really good oatmeal cookie oil. This was a nice one. I would buy more of this, but I'm not screaming to get more. I hope that makes sense. Sleepy Hollow Dessas. This was from her fall pre-order. Palo Santo, earthy fall leaves, and smoked vanilla woods. This is one I would buy again. I really would buy more of this because it was blended so perfectly. I could get the smoked vanilla woods, which I believe is a Bath & Body Works scent. I could be wrong on that, but it just smells like something I've smelled from that store before. The earthy fall leaves in the Palo Santo. This name is Sleepy Hollow. It does have that spooky feel, you know, walking around when it's just where it's not freezing cold yet in the world, you know, wherever you are. It's not to where you have to wear a bundle up gloves and a coat, but it's kind of like haunted hayride spooky weather. This made me feel like that when I melted this. I would buy that again if that's offered in the fall. Pumpkin pecan waffles, vanilla ice cream, amaretto. This is one of my favorite scents of all time. I love amaretto. I love pumpkin pecan waffles. I love all that jazz. My husband, every time I have this in, and I have this concoction in scoopable, which is even stronger. Amaretto is one of the strongest oils out there, and I love it. I'm here for it. I know some of you don't really like it because it doesn't really have a cherry quality to it, but I do respect those of you that feel that, because I could see it. I don't particularly get it, but I could see it. So this is so strong. It is so good. It has that almond from the amaretto. It has that bakery feel from the pumpkin pecan waffles. You can smell the pecan, you can smell the syrup, and you have that sweetness with the vanilla ice cream. Fantastic. I love that. That's one of my favorite melts of the year. Midway, Hayden Rowe. This was from her carnival, or her, I forget what she called her. You know, every month she does her sample of the preview of the scents that are coming in her sale. This was the carnival month. I don't remember what it was called though. Toasted marshmallow, caramel, cotton candy, cannoli, Twinkies, apple candy, apple and candy strawberry. So a little bit more sophisticated than just the circus concessions. This kind of just smelled, you know, when you get a bunch of oils in there together, they all kind of start running together, in my opinion. But I really, what stuck out to me with this, I can remember pretty much a lot of these, just like I melted them yesterday, but I do take notes on some of these ones that are a little bit more complicated, just because I want to remember, and I want to I want to relay the wrong A. I want to relay that to you guys. So, you know, when you go to purchase these, you might be like, oh, you know, Ashley said she got this or this, I'll give it a try, kind of a thing. So this one here, the Twinkies and the toasted marshmallow, actually I could smell that over the caramel, and I could smell that over even the apple, because I don't know how she blended this, but this was it's a very different take on this circus concession. This is nice. It's very classy. Next, just regular pumpkin pecan waffles. This was a trig tart. I use this to blend with other things because, you know, it's a fantastic blender on its own too. Rose Girls. The Audacious Bowser. One of my favorite Mario melters that she offers. I think I have 5 bags, honestly. I have 4 or 5 bags. Got a lot of Rose Girls. Dunk My Donut. Monster Cookie, Waffle Cone, and Green Apple. This is so buttery, guys. It's buttery. And I think it's a beautiful combination of the cinnamon glazed donut from the Dunk My Donut. Cinnamon glazed donut from Dunk My Donut. Monster Cookie is that buttery, great cookie, and it has that punch of green apple, which is so unexpected, and it's not used very much in bakery, but this was a spectacular creation, and whoever created this, pat on the back times 100, because this is one of my favorite scents. It's a sleeper. I don't think this is really, it's not talked about all that much, but those of us that love this know that this is badass. It really is. That's one of my favorite scents of the year. I'm going to be doing a melts of the year, my favorite melts of the year video in the next couple of days, where I just talk about my favorite, how my wax melting evolved throughout 2022, and what my favorite standout blends were. I'm going to be doing that. Next, Cider Lane Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. Now, we talked about L3's Cider Lane. This one was like, it kind of smells like apple cider to me. So apple cider and pumpkin pecan waffles. This is basic. This is pretty simple, but I liked this because I blended it with another warmer. I had coffee going. I had Today is October 3rd going. I love to blend stuff, and I blend a lot in my house, and I don't talk about all the concoctions that I come up with because some of them don't work. Some of them need a little bit of tweaking, but that's the beauty with some of these basic blends is you can do that. Buffalo Bill. I bought this for my husband because he he loves Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal and those movies. He was in forensics when he was younger. That's what he went to school for. So he kind of likes movies that are like that. And we watch a ton of stuff on true crime. We watch a ton of documentaries. We watch a lot of stuff. So when I saw a blend called Buffalo Bill, regardless what the notes were, I was going to buy it just to tell him I have a blend that's called Buffalo Bill, Marty. So this is No Need for Lotion with This. Amish Quilt and Sweater Weather. Cinnamon, clove, allspice, vanilla, sugar, juniper berries, fresh eucalyptus, and sage. This is a very cozy, warm, comforting blend, believe it or not. And L3's Sweater Weather is not quite like Bath & Body Works Sweater Weather. It's a little bit more, I don't want to say feminine. It's a little bit more, it's not as sharp. It's not as strong in the apple and the eucalyptus. A little bit of eucalyptus I smell in there. In the Bath & Body Works version, it's not like that with this. This is a very tough one to describe because it's definitely not bakery and it's not fresh. It's one that's just, you have to smell it. I'm sorry, you just have to smell that one. Next is Machete. Machete is flapjacks, blueberry, pumpkin, excuse me, let me try this again. Flapjacks, blueberry pumpkin patch, and pecan waffles. This was fantastic. This was a 4-pack of her little skull heads that she did at Halloween time. This is her blueberry. I will say, Danny has said that her blueberry pumpkin patch oil is fantastic. It is. She uses a really good supplier for that. Mixed it with the flapjacks, and then you have pumpkin pecan waffles in there. What's not to love about this one? This is one of my favorite blueberry scents that I have. That just is, it's fantastic. Oh, Spiced Oat Milk Cafe Cubano. One of my favorite all-time coffee blends. If you haven't tried this yet from L3 and you do like coffee, do yourself a favor and grab this next time it's offered and just give it a try. That's all I'll have to say about that one. It has a following. Spin Cycle. One of the strongest standalone single laundry oils that I think exists. I'm pretty sure this is a single oil. If it isn't, please correct me. I'm sorry. But I think this is a single oil. It is strong, strong, strong. It's great blended with things. You can blend it with fruit. You can blend it with sweet. You can blend it with pink chiffon, pink sugar, blue sugar. Lots of stuff out there. That is great laundry. Chilly Autumn Nights Dessas. This is tart cranberries and flannel, Bath & Body Works. This was nice. It's flannel. That is that masculine yumminess that so many of us love in fall time. My husband actually has the soap in the bathroom downstairs. Mixed with cranberry. You know, cranberry is such a good, I love cranberry. I love the tartness. I love the richness of it. I love the juiciness of it. I love to blend it with things. This was great. That's why I grabbed that one. Next is Cranberry Pumpkin Pecan Brittle. Now this one, I've had this chunk for a long time. That's why it was in my use it box. This, honestly, I did not get any pumpkin peanut brittle. It added a creaminess to it. I didn't get peanut from it. I got cranberry, but creamy cranberry. Would I buy this again? Yes, but I would buy it separately because it wasn't, I had a hard time using this whole entire chunk just because I wanted more peanut and I wanted more cranberry that wasn't necessarily creamy cranberry. I hope that makes sense. Next is Rose Girls Bowser's Birthday Bash. This is confetti cake, cream cheese frosting, strawberry pound cake, and strawberry vanilla milkshake. This one, I have to adjust my foot again here. Sitting on the floor, sometimes my foot goes to sleep. Okay. I'm thinking about this one. Okay, this is strawberry pound cake. Strawberry pound cake and cake, confetti cake mixed together with cream cheese frosting. This is just bakery upon bakery upon bakery compounded, basically. This is, I don't want to say it's simple because it's not, but this is something that you can get in any vendor, in my opinion. Strawberry pound cake and vanilla strawberry. This you can duplicate pretty well, but this is part of her Mario line, and it's a nice one. It is. It's, I mean, she does have quality oils and nice big chunks when she does her Mario melters. That is a nice one. Would I buy it again? Probably not. I mean, I love strawberry. But strawberry pound cake, I am not as crazy. I'm not as crazy over it as I am strawberry jam or fresh picked strawberry or just regular strawberry. Dutch Apple Cookie Land, Rose Girls. This is a really good one. This does have Cookie Land is, sorry guys, it's confetti cake, toffee butterscotch pretzels, and cookies. That's Cookie Land. Cookie Land is fantastic. It is fantastic blended with just about anything. Cookie Land, that creation was, you know, brilliant, and you can blend it with anything. Dutch Apple with the apple in it. This is not quite apple pie, but it's got a little bit more of a cobbler-esque or an apple crumb to me than apple pie, but mixed with the Cookie Land, that apple mixed with the Cookie Land, it's just so good. Next time that's offered, give it a try. Next, Macintosh Apple. This is Destination Wax. I bought this as a blender because she does a lot of single oils, but this is Mac Apple. There's nothing really stands out about this particular oil. This is just one I had going in the background. I melted this a lot with leaves because when I melt leaves, I like to have a little bit more apple to it because there is apple in the leaves blend from Bath & Body Works. So this one is just Mac Apple. Southern Banana Pudding, Dessa's. I want to say that this is offered in her pre-order on the 14th. I could be wrong, but I think I saw it on her list. This is creamy banana pudding, fresh sliced bananas, vanilla wafers, and whipped cream. This was good. I bought this for my husband. His mom makes banana pudding very, very, very well. My mother-in-law grew up, she was born in Louisiana. She lived in Louisiana until she was 7 or 8, somewhere around there, and then they moved to Virginia. But while in Louisiana, I think that's where she learned to make her banana pudding. It's great. This smells like it. You can get the vanilla wafer. If you had banana pudding, you have the vanilla wafers, and when they start to absorb the moisture from the pudding, they take on that unmistakable aroma of banana pudding. And she does the version that has the meringue on top. I prefer whipped cream, but I understand why the meringue is also done too. I'm not a meringue fan, but I'll eat it on the banana pudding because it's good. And it's my mother-in-law's recipe, and it's fantastic. So I can't turn it down. But Dessa's has whipped cream in it. So this is really good. I wish the banana, the only criticism I have about this one is I wish the banana was a little bit more authentic. This kind of is a hair artificial smelling to me. This is not a bad blend. This is a really good blend. I just wish it had a little bit more authentic banana. You know, when you peel a banana and you slice it over your cereal, like for instance, Cheerios, and it takes on that aroma of banana in cereal and milk. I wish it had that fresh banana scent. That's the only criticism I have with that one. Next is Orange Chiffon from Smell Good Shop. This is icy oranges and fluffy cake. You know, this, I don't have a lot of orange in my wax. I don't have a lot of orange bakery. But I thought I was going to sneeze. Sorry. This was good. This was strong. This was one, I would buy this again in a heartbeat. This was so, so good. I'm going to be looking for more orange chiffon blends, believe it or not, or just orange. I know Dessa actually has, I think it's Orange Grove or something like that. I'm going to buy that because I want more orange in my life. I love orange juice. I love orange candy. I'm that person who loves orange candy. Orange Starburst. I loved the Bubblicious orange sherbet bubble gum when I was a kid that they quit making, which was heartbreaking, but I love orange stuff. So that's good. Academy of Unseen Arts, crisp apple and fresh eucalyptus. This honestly, this is Smell Good Shop. This has a sweater weather quality to it. It's not, it doesn't have all, of course, have all the notes of sweater weather in it, but this really does remind me of it. But this was fantastic. I would buy this again. This lasted for a long time. It's a nice fresh blend. It's crisp. It's clean. It's fantastic. Just picking up the last little pieces here, guys. I know I'm coming up on it. I'm at an hour right now. Oh, I told you it would be a long video because I have a lot, and you know, I don't know how to not be descriptive with these. So thanks for sticking around with me if you have. Cider and Leaves, Smell Good Shop. Cider Lane and Fallen Leaves. Now, Wendy, I think Wendy is the owner of Smell Good Shop. I'm sorry if it's not, but I think Wendy is. Her cider lane is Bath & Body Works authentic. It's that caramel, apple, cinnamon cider yumminess. Mixed with leaves, this was a nice take on cider lane. Donut Noel Cookie Land. This was the Cookie Land sampler that I actually purchased on my birthday. The pre-order closed, so I purchased it. And I'm so glad I got this Cookie Land sampler because I love Cookie Land. I just talked about that. Mixed with donuts, this is fantastic. If this is poured again, buy yourself some because it is really good. Strawberry Zucchini. Smell Good Shop. Strawberries and zucchini bread. This is one of my favorite combinations of all time. I love this. This is a great version. If you like these two together, give that a try. Lambeau Leap, Rose Girls. My husband's best friend is a Packers fan, and I told him I have a blend called Lambeau Leap, and he was very happy. This is Cider Lane, Sweater Weather, and Vanilla Bean, Rose Girls. This is one of her most popular blends. This pretty much to me is just Sweater Weather because Sweater Weather is so strong. It overpowers everything it's with, but this is a nice, it's very rich. It's a nice, rich Sweater Weather blend. Okay, next is Freak Show, L3. This is Circus Concessions and Cotton Candy Craze. This was nice. This is her take on Circus Concession, which is cotton candy. I think it's candy apple or caramel apple and funnel cake. I think that's what's in Circus Concessions. But she puts a little bit of extra cotton candy in here. I used this in the beginning of October, right before I went out of town. And this is a nice one. I would buy this again in the fall. I like that. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Bourbon and Butterscotch. This is another, Bourbon and Butterscotch is such a great oil. I think I might request it in a few months. I'm kind of on a wax diet right now. But I want to request it in a few months in a Trig Tart form or something single. Excuse me, because I want to blend it with, zucchini bread. I want to blend it with a lot of other bakery that I have. I'm thinking about peanut butter brown sugar pound cake. I want to blend it with that. I want to blend it with fruit too. But this is a great one. It just accents the maple and the pecan that's in the pumpkin pecan waffles. Strawberry Fest. I don't know if this is a new oil for her or what's in this, but it's basically just a strawberry scent. There wasn't anything spectacular in that to me. Pumpkin Chunkin'. This is a fantastic pumpkin pecan waffle blend. PPW roasted coffee and Rice Krispie treats. I have a backup. This was a bat. I have a backup bat right over there. that is going to be used in the fall. This is so good. You can really smell the Rice Krispie treats. And you know, sometimes that's a weaker oil, at least in my opinion. And sometimes you can't smell it in the blends, but this is so good. I love that one. Grand High Witch, L3. This is Salty Sea Air, Granny Smith Apples, and Ooey Gooey Caramel. This is nice. It's caramel apple with salty sea air, which is a really unique combination, but it works in my opinion. I have a backup. This was an apple. I told you I bought doubles. I have another one. This could even be melted at any time of year. This is strong. So if you like a strong scent, salty sea air is a strong oil. That's a good one. I have just a few more here, and I think I'm going to do my wallflowers in another video. So if you really want to see those, then there'll be another video. These are samples, all from L3. Country Berry Hotcakes, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. This, I really could smell the berries in. I really could smell the berries in this, and it accented the pumpkin pecan waffles really well. I liked that. Palo Santo on its own, it's, you know, I can't really describe it to you. I think most of us have smelled it. Some people think it smells like dirt. I don't. I think it smells like wood, and it smells like things that can be, it's one that can be blended with anything. It's very versatile. Asylum. I can't remember what's in Asylum. I can't remember what's in that one. I don't want to, I liked it though. I wish I could remember what's in it. Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies. This, like I said earlier in the video, I'm kind of picky with the oil. This wasn't bad. This wasn't bad, but I would need a little bit more than just this sample to really see, do I really like this oil from L3? And finally, Vampire Thirst. And I don't remember what's in this one either. I'm so sorry. But this is fruity. I think it's a fruity one from what I remember, honestly. And I didn't write down on some of these, the notes, of course. And the notes that I took when I was melting these, there's a couple here that I just, you know, I put in a warmer and either left for the day, you know, to run to the grocery store or something, and I forgot to, you know, really stick around and see how it performed. So that's my fault on that one. But okay, we are at 1 hour and 6 minutes. So that is long enough, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. This was all of my fall empties. I finally got this video done. You can see why I've been putting it off, because I knew it was going to be long. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon with another video.